Okay, this is carrying on from the last video that I made about the boost actuators. What I'll do is I'll go and see if we can find some boost maps. Oh, that looks like some. There's one there, possibly one there, but I suspect it's not, because what's happened is the axis is not complete there. And again, there's a problem there, but there's looks like another one there. So that's what, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we had 6. Oh no, look, even more. I've got some more. Is that some more, or am I miscounting? Well, we do seem to have an awful lot of those, but we won't worry about that too much. So we've got quite a lot then of what look like turbo boost maps. So what we'll do is we'll open one of those, just like an EDC17 map. So we've got revs per minute down the side here. We've got injection quantity along here in milligrams per cycle or milligrams per stroke, and here we've got the actual boost pressure. Standard sort of system, looks like it's maximizing at about 2550 millibar or HPA, so that's the sort of maximum value that we're getting. And you can see to a certain extent it's self-limiting, because once we get up to about there, 4200, the boost value is actually going down, so it's beginning to drop off the amount of boost. You can see why when you look at diesel engines. Diesel engines don't generally produce a great deal more power once they get above 3,500, 4,000, maybe 4,500 revs, but once you get at this very top end, diesel engines don't really like performing up at this end, so having lots and lots of boost at this end is relatively pointless. They're much better at producing power down here somewhere, and a lot of torque, maybe even lower, so that's where we tend to get everything. And the way the map is set up is just like an EDC16, so in other words, the idea is to end up with literally more boost. So the more revs you have and the more fuel you have, the more boost you have. The whole point being, the more boost you have, the more air you have, and that means you can now burn more fuel to give yourself more revs. So it's a very, very simple option. So the important thing here is not really the boost map. The important thing here is the one that we've just looked at, which is the N75 map, or the boost control map, because that's far more important. This is the outcome, but the N75 map is what gives us this outcome. So in that sense, that's the important map. But of course, if we were tuning, this would be the important map, because we would want to alter where we got the power most likely. We might want to up the boost a little bit, or we might want to shift where the maximum amount of boost is to somewhere else. So we might want to shift the maximum boost a little bit lower, or we might want to increase the maximum boost or move it up a little bit to here, which is not necessarily beneficial, but we might want to do that. So that's the sort of reason why we would be wanting to look at the boost map. Right, I'll stop there and then I'll go straight on to the boost limiter, I should imagine.